Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. Brazil's Vice President Geraldo Alckmin on Wednesday called for caution and said a South American country would seek dialogue with the United States after President Donald Trump's decision to impose a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports. Alckmin said that Brazil was open to dialogue and would reach out to the Trump administration. He suggested that quotas could be a good alternative. The South American country is one of the largest sources of U.S. steel imports, but Alckmin highlighted that overall the U.S. runs a trade surplus with Brazil, saying that it meant Latin America's largest economy was not the problem. Trump, who took office last month for the second non-consecutive term, first targeted steel and aluminum for tariffs in 2018 under a Cold War-era national security law. But he later granted several countries exemptions, including Canada, Mexico, and Australia, and struck duty-free quota deals with Brazil, South Korea, and Argentina, based on pre-tariff volumes. The United States has run a trade surplus with Brazil since 2008, which reached $253 million last year on more than $80 billion of bilateral trade. In 2024, Brazil's steel imports totaled 9.6 million tons, a drop of 18% compared to 2023. Of this volume, 3.4 million tons of steel slabs went to the United States. The Eastern Caribbean Court of Appeal has ruled in favor of St. Vincent and the Grenadines government regarding its 2021 COVID-19 vaccine mandates for public servants, overturning a 2023 lower court decision that had deemed the requirement unconstitutional. Justice of Appeal Eddie Ventos delivered a majority opinion in a 2-to-1 split decision. The court made no order regarding cost. Following the ruling, Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves renewed his invitation to affected public servants to return to work. Quote unquote, any public servant, including teacher, nurse, doctor, police officers, who was not yet returned to work can still avail themselves of the opportunity to return to work. All you have to do is to indicate to the Chief Personnel Officer that you wish to return to work, he said. The Prime Minister noted that most public servants who had not taken the vaccine have already returned to work with their benefits intact, while the overwhelming majority of frontline workers had complied with the original vaccine requirement. The vaccine requirement was put in place to protect the lives of all at a time of a serious public health emergency, Gonsalves explained, describing the judgment as an opportunity for dialogue and healing. And now for some international news. A Kenyan court on Thursday sentenced a former county governor to 12 years in prison for corruption, alongside his wife and 3 others. Ferdinand Mututu, former governor of the major county of Kiambu, is one of the most high-profile officials to be convicted under the government's anti-corruption drive. The court in Nairobi found him guilty of fraud and conflict of interest, the State Prosecution Service said in a statement. Prosecutors had accused him of corruption in awarding of road building contracts worth 588 million Kenyan shillings, according to media reports. The road tender was meant to pave gravel routes in Kiambu, where Mututu was impeached and removed from office in 2020. Thank you for watching. I am TIANA.